Good people, how are you? You
hey
good?
Guys,
okay, what are we doing today? It's another episode of Foodie Friday. Super excited about today, and we're making
Where's
a play
one of the places
on
that you like to go for lunch sometimes?
Panera bread. Anybody like Panera bread? Panera is really, really good. I love their chicken and rice soup, so we're going to make a play on their chicken and rice soup.
We're doing it.
All right?
Okay, guys. So just turn your heat on kind of like a medium high. And I'm adding 6 cups of chicken broth. Do low sodium so that you yourself can control the salt content. Especially if you have people in your house that have high blood pressure and things like that. I have 2 chicken breasts right here that I'm adding. I hate doing this part. But you can't cook if you can't. Oh, it's splashed. We're gonna have to disinfect this whole area, including me. Okay, 2 chicken breasts to 6 cups of chicken stock. And we're gonna let this go on medium high, and we're gonna let it come to a boil. So find something else to do while it comes to a boil. Guys, look at the chicken. It's boiling, it's cooking, and now what I'm getting ready to do is add 6 ounces of long grain and wild rice. Let's see what happens. We're gonna toss this in. We're gonna stir it. And then I feel like we're gonna cover it and remove it. Let's see what happens, guys. Where's my lid? Where's my lid? Babe, where's my lid? My blue lid. For this pot, I have it somewhere. I found my lid. Here it is, guys. So we're gonna cover this. I'm gonna get something so that I can drag it off this eye for a second. That's it. Remove it and leave it alone. We're gonna come back to it in a few minutes. Y'all ready for what's next? We are gonna take a skillet. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I have my heat kind of on a medium high. I don't know what the mixture of that is. If it's small and medium, I'd say it's medium. But right now it's on a medium high. Just toss that just a little bit. And now we're getting ready for our vegetables. So here's the thing. Y'all know the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. But it also, when it comes to cooking, Jesus only? Don't confuse people right now. We're not gonna dive into that today. We don't have the time for that. This is cooking. So we're gonna talk about the Holy Trinity of cooking. So it's definitely onions, carrots, and celery. So this recipe, I feel calls for onions, carrots, and celery, but guys, I don't have celery. So I'm gonna substitute with celery seed, and we'll just see where it lands. It may not be exactly like Panera, but we'll see what happens. So I'm taking a cup of, oh, that's hot, carrots. It's kind of like a medium carrot, but I have the little baby carrot, so I feel that looks like a medium. Doesn't that look like a medium to you? Honestly, guys, that's the fun thing about cooking, because it's all trial and error. Unless you're Gordon Ramsay or somebody else, everything is just trial and error. So to that medium carrot, I'm adding about a medium onion that I diced up and cried all the way through it. So we're gonna let this go for 5 minutes. I'm just gonna saute that down a little bit. Stir it around in this oil and let it go. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of celery seed right here, right now, just a little bit, because you can always add more, but you can never take it out. Guys, so the onions and the carrots and a little bit of celery seed have been going for 3 or 4 minutes. I just added a little bit of garlic, because what's not better with garlic? I'm just gonna add that and let it go for like another 30 seconds or so. And then here comes the fun part. We're gonna build a roux. Do you know what a roux is? Me neither. No, I'm just kidding. What we're gonna do is we're gonna gradually add some flour to this veggie mix. And this is what's gonna help us build our roux. So I'm taking about like a half a cup, little bits at a time, of just all-purpose flour is fine. And I'm gonna stir it up a little bit. This is what is gonna help us create the roux. And we're gonna add some heavy cream and stuff in a minute, but this is like the good kind of stuff that helps you make the gravy too. Like, I do this with my sausage when I cook it for biscuits and gravy. You just like do your sausage and then you add flour to it and then you kind of cook it down for a minute to get all this flour off. Seems like a lot of flour, but let's see if we can get it to get absorbed real quick. Chris is over there eating a steak and making all this noise. Might as well go see what he's saying. They eat like kings. No, Papa would say filet mignon. I love my Papa. Okay, we're gonna let this go for another 2 to 3 minutes. So we're moving to my most favorite part. Anytime I can use heavy cream, my soul gets happy. I've just added like 3 cups of heavy cream. We're gonna kind of stir this, let it come together, maybe like 3 minutes. That's not too long, right? It's gonna thicken up. So I think we need like 3 minutes to let that process happen. Guys, so if your rice came with a little seasoning packet, like this is what I use. I hope it's the right thing. This is what I had, so I'm trying it. If it came with a little spice packet in here, while you're sauteing your vegetables, you wanna add that to it. I kinda already added my heavy cream. We're still gonna use it all because that's where a lot of the flavor is gonna come from. So just mix it in. Babe, you should come help me with this part. So guys, we're taking this veggie mix that I added the seasoning packet to that came in with the rice, the heavy cream, added some salt and pepper, just a little bit for seasoning. Can you help me, honey? No, he's busy cutting bread. Babe, come help me real fast. Don't be busy. Look at all these people waiting for the next step and you are over here eating bread, dipped in the fat from a steak. The least you can do is share it with me. Come on.
I like the first part. Nope.
You jerk! There's no love. That's not love. Yeah, it is. Okay. Here, baby.
You're gonna chew on that for a while.
Excuse me, guys. Here, hold the pan up. So we're taking this whole mixture, tip it sideways so they can see it, and we're adding it to our, stop pinching my butt while we're doing this. So not professional and can get you fired in any other setting.
Yeah, but just to say they're faithful.
Okay, we're adding that roux that we just created to the chicken. The chicken broth and the rice is in here too.
Did you taste it, Rue? It smells good.
It smells good, right?
It does.
Once I put the seasoning packet in there. Okay, can you put that in the sink for me? Because I'm gonna pull this over. So we're just gonna stir this in real quick. We're gonna turn it on a medium high. Y'all, I'm still chewing this bread. It's like communion. It never goes away. You just chew and chew and chew. And then you're only one in the church still chewing. And you feel like, what's wrong with me? Okay, we're gonna pull this over here to the heat. It's on a medium high. We're gonna let it go for like 15 to 20 minutes. It's gonna finish that chicken off. And it should all come together and be super, super creamy, and the rice should be ready. 15 to 20 minutes, let's see. So guys, I've taken out my chicken breast after letting it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, but I also just, please, have one of these. I'm not one of those people that can just touch the meat and know where it's at. I can't do that. I definitely use one of these. So the moment it hit 165, I pulled it, and now I cut all the meat that I don't like off of it. Y'all might call that wasteful, but I cut the weird pieces off. I am very, very funny. Get out of my chicken, Chris Baker. I'm very, very, very funny about the meat. So now I'm just dicing it. Come over here to this side and I'll show you. I've already put some back into the soup because it's definitely getting thick now. Look at that. Those carrots and onion and the chicken and the wild rice, the long grain rice. It's definitely coming together. It looks super, super thick now. Like that's what I think it should look like. I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken to it so that nobody in my house gets mad and say I didn't feed them no meat tonight. But this meat, this chicken is super juicy still, has all this flavor in it. It's going into the pot. And then what I'm doing right now too is I have some like a baguette in the oven, and I'm letting that cook for just a few minutes. And you just need any type of good crusty bread that you can like slice. You can put a little butter on it or whatever. And then you need something for dipping. You want to dip. You need some bread to dip into this soup. So Jaden hasn't eaten dinner yet tonight, so he's gonna be my taster. I'm gonna call him in just a few minutes and then we'll see what he has to say. I almost caught your beard in my hand. Okay guys, so right before I got ready to serve this, I did a taste, and that's where you just add your salt and pepper, play with it a little bit to whatever degree that you like it. Salt it to taste, pepper it to taste. All right, Jay, let's go.
Hey, what's thick?
It's a little more hearty of a soup. It's good for like the fall.
I'll take big bites. This is like, actually I'm gonna wait. Whoa, yeah.
It's very creamy, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's not like chicken noodle soup, like a clear broth.
I just tasted the chicken.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vegetables in here.
Yeah.
I can definitely taste the carrots.
How's the rice? You taste that
Yeah,
raw
I
rice?
taste the rice too. It blends with the soup perfectly. Wow.
Eat it again.
Hey, but the real test is Joey. Joey and Judah are the real test.
I didn't let them taste this tonight. My feelings would have been so hurt. But I know you'll be honest too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I know what you're going to do next. You're going to take this little piece of crusty bread, because I know my son. Look, this is what he does to everything in life. If he has bread, he stacks it, and then the hair shakes.
Leave me alone.
Okay, guys, make this soup. It's great for the fall. It's great for hopefully the colder weather that we are praying comes our way here in Texas. But I hope you love it. You liked it? Okay, y'all make it too. See you next time.
Is this even mine, or was this to display?
That's yours.
Alright.